Everyone lies all the time. The best of us don't lie to other people, but we lie to ourselves every day. We lie about the run we said we'd do at 5 o'clock in the morning, about the difficult email we said we'd send after lunch, about the thing we promised ourselves last week that quietly became next week's problem. Now, we don't mean to, and the lying isn't what happens after we've broken a commitment to ourselves. The lying is how we break it. When the moment to act arrives and willpower starts to give, we tell ourselves a small lie that makes not doing it feel reasonable. I'll start tomorrow. That run can wait until I've slept properly. I'll send it after this next thing. Each one is a tiny act of self-deception that lets willpower fail without our having to admit it. That's usually the shape of the change an owner keeps promising themselves and can't quite make. Stepping back from the day-to-day. Stopping writing every quote yourself. Coaching the team instead of doing the work. The intention is real. And then the moment arrives and the quote goes out under your name again because it was faster, and stepping back becomes next quarter's problem. Now, this isn't a character flaw. It's simply how self-commitment behaves when no one else is in the room. Willpower was never going to ever get anyone off the plateau because willpower is the very thing the lie is built to defeat. So the way to make change concrete is to put someone beside you at the moment the lie would otherwise happen. And it doesn't have to be a consultant or us for that matter. It can be a loved one at home, a business partner, a friend whose opinion you'd hate to let down. But presence on its own in itself is not enough either. There has to also be a consequence. So say the commitment out loud to them, specific enough that a slip is obvious, and attach a stake that actually costs you something when you don't follow through. Someone watching and something real on the line is what stops the lie doing its work. And once the lie can't do its work, willpower does not get the chance to fail. And one other thing, make sure they hold you to it, because there's always a good reason for you to be let off this time. Now, one owner I worked with had been running at 60 hours a week for years, and that was needed in the early days. But it isn't anymore. The business has grown, the team is there, the operation is stable, but the habit had stayed, and the habit wasn't serving him, so we made an agreement. Each week, he sends me a photo proving he took a proper lunch away from the business twice. If he doesn't, he pays me $500, and I donate it publicly to his least favorite political party. Now, he can't lie to himself about it anymore. Someone is watching, and the consequence is real. And it doesn't have to be as theatrical as that. It just has to be real. Someone who'll notice, and a cost you'll actually feel. And that cost can be financial, but more often than not, it's reputational. And by the way, this morning I did work out at 5 o'clock, not because I was committed to myself that I would. It was because I committed to my wife and she committed to me, and we went together. Neither of us was going to be the one who didn't show. The shared commitment made it a foregone conclusion, and willpower never came into it.